Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you all must be fine. So today we are going to do the comparison of adjectives, exercise number 20 from the Wren and Martin book. And the question is change the degree of comparison without changing the meaning. So we have to change the degree of comparison. And what are the degrees of comparison? They are superlative degree, the positive degree and the comparative degree. So we have to interchange them. The first question is Malacca is the oldest town in Malaysia. It is superlative degree and we can convert it into Malacca is older than any other town in Malaysia. So it becomes the comparative degree because the adjective oldest has been converted to older. Or we can also write Malacca is older than all other towns in Malaysia. It is also comparative sentence. And if we go to positive, then it is no other town in Malaysia is as old as Malacca. So it becomes a positive. So the word old is we use the word old in the positive sentence. Next comes second question. Soya beans are at least as nutritious as meat. This is the positive. This is in positive degree. Next, the answer is soya beans are not less nutritious than meat. It becomes the comparative. Or we can also write meat is not more nutritious than soya beans. And the soya beans, like meat, are among the most nutritious foods. So it becomes a superlative degree. Third, we have no other planet is so big as Jupiter. So it is the positive degree. And we convert it into comparative by Jupiter is bigger than any other planet. It becomes the comparative. Or Jupiter is bigger than all other planets. So these two sentences are in comparative degree. Jupiter is the biggest of all planets is the superlative degree. Next we have fourth number. Very few boys are as industrious as Latif. So this is the positive degree. Latif is more industrious than most other boys. And Latif is one of the most industrious boys. Next comes fifth. He would sooner die than tell a lie. This is the comparative. He would as soon die as tell a lie. Positive. Then we have the sixth number. India is the largest democracy in the world. Answer is India is larger than any other democracy in the world. So the largest has become larger. No other democracy in the world is so large as India. This becomes a positive sentence. Number 7. Shakespeare is greater than any other English poet. This is in the comparative degree. So we have to identify this question is in which degree. This is the comparative degree and it becomes no other English poet is as great as Shakespeare. This was the positive degree and Shakespeare is the greatest of all English poets. So it becomes the superlative degree. Next, 8th. Samudragupta was one of the greatest of Indian kings. It is in the superlative degree. So Samudragupta was greater than most other Indian kings. It becomes the comparative degree. Very few Indian kings were as great as Samudragupta. Number 9. The tiger is the most ferocious of all animals. Superlative. The tiger is more ferocious than all other animals. The comparative degree of most becomes more. Most ferocious, more ferocious. So in the positive we can write no other animal is so ferocious as the tiger. 10th. Australia is the largest island in the world. So to convert largest into larger we write Australia is larger than any other island in the world. And no other island in the world is as large as Australia. It becomes the positive degree. 11th. Lead is heavier than any other metal. Comparative. So lead is the heaviest of all metals. It becomes a superlative. No other metal is as heavy as lead. Positive. 12th. Some people have more money than brains. Comparative. Some people don't have as much brains as money. Positive. And some people have the most money when compared to brains. Superlative. Then we have 13th number. A wise enemy is better than a foolish friend. Comparative. A foolish friend is not as good as a wise enemy. This was positive. And a wise enemy is best to have when compared to a foolish friend. This was superlative. 14th. The Marwadis are not less enterprising than any other community in India. This was comparative. The Marwadis are at least as enterprising as any other community in India. Positive. And the Marwadis are not the least enterprising of all communities in India. This becomes a superlative. 15th. I know him quite as well as you do. Positive. You do not know him better than I do. Comparative. 16th. You do not know him better than I do. And it's positive. I know him quite as well as you do. So 15 and 16 number are the same. Then we have 17th number. No other man was as strong as Bhim. That means Bhim is stronger than any other man. So we write Bhim was stronger than any other man, because we compare Bhim with other men, then it becomes a comparative. And Bhim was the strongest man, it becomes the superlative. 18th. Some boys are at least as industrious as Suresh. So we're comparing some boys with Suresh. So this was the positive sentence. Suresh is not more industrious than some other boys. Comparative. Suresh is not the most industrious of all boys. Superlative. Number 19th. Mount Everest is the highest peak of the Himalayas. Superlative. Mount Everest is higher than any other part of the Himalayas. Comparative. No other part of the Himalayas is as high as Mount Everest. Positive. Very few animals are as useful as the cow. Positive. The cow is one of the most useful of animals. Superlative. The cow is more useful than most other animals. Comparative. 21st. America is the richest country in the world. So this is superlative. No other country in the world is as rich as America. And America is richer than any other country in the world. This is comparative. 22nd. It is easier to preach than to practice. This is comparative. We are comparing to preach to practice. We are comparing two things, so it becomes comparative. To practice is not as easy as to preach. This is positive. 23rd. Iron is more useful than all the other metals. Comparative. Iron is the most useful of all metals. Superlative. No other metal is as useful as iron. Positive. 24th. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Comparative. Secret love is not as good as open rebuke. Positive. Open rebuke is best to have when compared to secret love. Superlative. This is the tallest building in the city. Superlative. No other building in the city is as tall as this. Positive. This is taller than any other building in the city. This is comparative. Sir Surendranath was at least as great an orator as any other Indian. Positive. Sir Surendranath was not less great an orator than any other Indian. Comparative. No Indian, including Sir Surendranath, was the greatest orator. Superlative. So just notice how do we convert one sentence from the other, one degree from the other, to other. 27th. Ooty is healthy as any resort in India. Positive. No other resort in India is more healthy than Ooty. Comparative. Ooty is not the most healthy resort in India. Superlative. So here more has become most, from comparative to superlative. Number 28. The pen is mightier than the sword. Comparative. The sword is not as mighty as the pen. Positive. The pen is mightiest when compared to the sword. Superlative. So here we complete all the sentences. I hope you have got it clear how to convert one sentence from the other in respect of degrees. Thank you.